Early warning signs, risk assessment, and symptoms of post-traumatic stress. Understanding post-traumatic stress. Post-traumatic stress, PTS, often referred to as post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, is a mental health condition that affects individuals who have experienced traumatic events. It can have a profound impact on a person's well-being and quality of life. Learn more about PTS at our course. What is post-traumatic stress? Post-traumatic stress is a psychological response to a traumatic event. These events can vary widely, from combat experiences and natural disasters to accidents, abuse, or violence. PTSD can affect anyone, regardless of age or background. Causes of post-traumatic stress. Understanding the causes of PTS is crucial. Traumatic events, such as witnessing or experiencing violence, can trigger this condition. It often results from situations where a person's life or safety is threatened. Types of trauma. Single incident trauma. Single incident trauma occurs after a one-time traumatic event, like a car accident. People who experience this type of trauma often find it easier to recover, but the effects can still be significant. Complex trauma. Complex trauma is usually the result of prolonged exposure to traumatic events, such as ongoing abuse. It can lead to more severe and persistent symptoms. Developmental trauma. Developmental trauma occurs during childhood and can impact emotional and psychological development. It's essential to address these issues in therapy to promote healing. Early warning signs. Recognizing early warning signs of PTS is vital for timely intervention. These signs may include emotional distress, persistent anxiety, fear, or sadness. Recurring nightmares, frequent nightmares related to the traumatic event. Avoidance, avoiding places, people, or situations that remind one of the trauma. Hyperarousal, heightened sensitivity, easily startled, or difficulty sleeping. Diagnosis and assessment. Seeking professional help. If you or someone you know is experiencing early warning signs of post-traumatic stress, it's crucial to seek professional help. Mental health professionals can provide guidance and support in managing the condition. Assessment process. Diagnosing PTS involves an assessment by a mental health expert. They will evaluate the symptoms, triggers, and how they impact daily life to determine the most appropriate treatment. Symptoms of post-traumatic stress. People with PTSD may experience a range of symptoms, including flashbacks, vivid, distressing memories of the traumatic event. Nightmares, repeated, frightening dreams related to the trauma. Anxiety, persistent feelings of tension and unease. Irritability, easily angered or agitated. Avoidance, steer clear of anything that triggers memories of the trauma. Risk assessment. Assessing the risk factors for developing PTS is essential. These factors may include intensity of trauma, the severity of the traumatic event. Duration of exposure, how long the trauma lasted. Lack of support, limited access to a support system. Previous mental health issues, a history of mental health concerns may increase risk. Coping strategies. Beyond professional treatment, individuals can also adopt self-help techniques and coping strategies to manage PTSD symptoms on a day-to-day basis. These strategies include deep breathing exercises. Deep, controlled breathing can help reduce anxiety and promote relaxation during moments of distress. Mindfulness and grounding techniques. Practicing mindfulness and grounding exercises can help individuals stay present and manage emotional reactions to triggers. Physical exercise. Regular physical activity releases endorphins, which can improve mood and overall well-being. Building a support system. Friends and family can provide essential emotional support. Support groups with others who have experienced PTSD can offer a sense of community and understanding. Building resilience. Building resilience is an ongoing process. It involves learning to adapt and recover from traumatic experiences, ultimately regaining a sense of control and well-being. PTSD in everyday life. Living with post-traumatic stress can be challenging. Individuals with PTSD may encounter various difficulties in their daily lives. It's essential to understand that PTSD is not a sign of weakness but a natural response to trauma. Social relationships. Many people with PTSD experience difficulties in their social interactions. They may become more isolated, have trouble trusting others, or find it challenging to maintain relationships. Support from friends and family is crucial in overcoming these challenges. Work and productivity. PTSD can affect one's ability to perform well at work or maintain employment. Individuals may struggle with concentration, experience frequent absenteeism, or have difficulty handling stress. Employers and colleagues can play a significant role in providing a supportive environment. Physical health. PTSD isn't limited to emotional and psychological symptoms. It can also impact physical health. Sleep disturbances, high levels of stress, and unhealthy coping mechanisms can lead to health issues. A holistic approach to healing includes addressing both mental and physical well-being. Real-life experiences. Understanding PTSD is not just about the clinical aspects. Real-life experiences of those who've dealt with PTSD can shed light on the challenges and the path to recovery. Here are 5 real-life stories of individuals who faced PTSD. John's story. A military veteran, John G. struggled with PTSD after serving in a combat zone. Through therapy and support groups, he learned to manage his symptoms and find purpose in helping fellow veterans. Emily's journey. Emily L. experienced developmental trauma as a child. With the help of a dedicated therapist, she worked through her past and built a fulfilling life. Success stories. Samantha's triumph. Samantha R., a survivor of a traumatic event, underwent therapy and self-help practices. Today, she is a successful advocate for trauma survivors and a source of inspiration for many. David's turnaround. David S., a veteran, struggled with PTSD for years. With the right treatment, he not only managed his symptoms but also became a mentor to other veterans facing similar challenges. Conclusion. Recovery from post-traumatic stress is possible, and these stories illustrate the strength of the human spirit and the effectiveness of treatment and support. By understanding the condition, recognizing early warning signs, and seeking professional help, individuals can heal and regain control of their lives. FAQ. Is post-traumatic stress the same as PTSD? Post-traumatic stress, PTS, is often used interchangeably with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. PTS is a broader term that encompasses varying degrees of the condition. Can children develop post-traumatic stress? Yes, children can experience PTS, especially if exposed to traumatic events. It's essential to address their needs and provide appropriate support. Learn more about PTS at our course. Your health matters for us. Quali.health